Welcome. We have Coach Johnson along with Annie Pankowski and Britta Curl. Mark, would you like to make a opening statement? Then we'll have questions for the players.
All right, perfect, Bill. Thanks, Prof. Certainly happy with the outcome of the game. I thought, really from start to finish, we played well. We had a lot of energy. We created some opportunities. As I mentioned earlier in the week, it was our ability to try to get some pucks past their goaltender, and we were able to do it enough tonight and get an opportunity to play in a championship game tomorrow against Minnesota. So we'll look for that challenge and opportunity tomorrow. So excited, team's excited, and should be a good game tomorrow.
Questions for Annie or Britta?
So Britta, what was it like getting the rebound and scoring that first goal? What was the energy on the ice like?
I think it was just really good for our team to get one in the first period. It was a good shot from the point, and I was there to puck came right out to me. So I think it really got the team going, and we played from there. So it was good to get under us.
You had a similar goal last week where you kind of had to lay out and put one in, so kind of becoming your specialty.
Yeah, I just try to stand in front of the net and get my stick on the ice in case a puck comes out. It's probably the easiest job, but I get the credit for it. So yeah, no, it was really good for my teammates get me up in that position. So.
You just had a lot of feeling of the games from 2 weeks ago. Obviously, it's a better outcome. What was different this time?
We were talking about it on the elevator on the way up here. I mean, it's a bounce one way or the other, and I think that our team was ready for that adversity because we weren't expecting the bounces to go our way, and we showed a lot of character battling through that, especially coming back after they put that goal in. So yeah, I mean, it just speaks to the character of this team and how excited we are to move forward.
You're usually pretty even keel on the ice, but the emotion you showed after scoring, that had to be. I mean, just kind of take us through where you were there.
Yeah, I mean, I still am not sure why I shot that 5-hole, but yeah, when you can put a goal in like that for your team, and it was just the perfect setup by Abby, and I told her a million times, but yeah, I mean, that's just a huge goal to get, especially late in the game there. So.
Not a bad one to get for your 200th point.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a special one.
Had a longer intermission than normal. What was the mood in the locker room while you're waiting that out? The second intermission when the Zamboni broke down.
Yeah, I think it was just for us to take a little breath. I mean, we did get some momentum with that second goal from Sophie Shirley, but we have some outstanding dancers in our locker room, and so that really made a difference for us. We were just doing our thing, and we had some good entertainment.
Britta, that was your, I think, was it 5th goal in 3 games. Mark likes to say, big players step up in big situations. You don't often see it from rookies. What's been working for you, and kind of how's that stepping up in that position?
I think it's a lot of credit to my 2 line mates. They put me in positions to do good things, and I try to stay patient when things aren't going my way. But the last few games, I've been getting the bounces. So yeah, I think it has a lot to do with my other teammates on the ice, just getting me in good positions.
Any other questions for the players? Ladies, you're free to go get some rest. Any questions for Mark? You're going to let them off easy?
Annie said they were dancing, but kind of before they got to that, were you guys at all worried about what would happen that long intermission? Were you talking at all to them?
No, I don't. I'm not in the locker room too much for obvious reasons, but it's never easy. It's playoff hockey, and as Annie mentioned, we got great momentum scoring late in the second period, and I was ready to start the third period without making the ice, just because you get excited. You're out 2-2, and second period we played really well. I mean, they didn't get many opportunities. The one chance they got, they deflected a puck in, and now you're down 2-1. But I just kept encouraging the team to keep putting the effort that they were putting in, and eventually something's going to happen. It may not happen within this game, but usually it does happen. And that goal late in the second period was a big goal for us. And then it's going to come down to a 20-minute game, and then it came down to a 10-minute game. Then you're down to 8 minutes, and so we were doing all the things that we needed to do. It's just we couldn't get the puck in the net when we had our chances. And, you know, it takes, you know, 4.5 minutes to go in the game to finally do that. And, you know, then we were able to close it out.
What was the decision-making process behind having Caitlin Schneider back on the ice tonight?
Well, just you're managing, you know, Sam didn't play last weekend, and you're just managing her ice time in relationship to how she's feeling and how she's doing. And so, you know, just bring her along slowly and, you know, see how she does after a couple shifts, which we did in the first period. And, you know, she indicated that she was doing all right, so we played her a little, a little bit more, put her out in a couple power play situations, and, you know, got her adrenaline flowing. And then, you know, the second half of the third period, I started to play her on a regular line with a couple different groups. But you know, Caitlin played very well last weekend, scored. She, in fact, played very well tonight. You noticed her. You noticed her line. That's because they had the puck a bunch of the time. So that's a big asset for us, and her speed and her ability to get the puck to the net. I thought she did very well tonight. So when players do that, it's our job as coaches to get them on the ice.
This is the fourth time in 5 games that Ohio State has been able to stay right with you till the end. What have they done well this year that has made them successful against you?
The games, they've been able to defend well, and you know, when there's some leakage or some opportunities, their goaltenders played well and made key saves for them. You know, in most of the games, we're probably in the low 40s to high 40s as far as chances. Obviously, they're not all quality chances, but you know, in a couple of games, you know, we missed breakaways, we missed opportunities that we maybe normally score in. But, you know, they blocked, I don't know what they blocked tonight, 15 or 18 shots they block. And so they do a lot of things to defend well. And then when your goalie's playing well and teams are defending well, then it becomes more challenging and difficult. And instead of getting X amount of opportunities, you might get Y. And so you better be sure that you bury those when you do get good chances. And then they found ways to get pucks in against us. You know, that's why most of the games were tight. They were close, and you know, I knew tonight's game was going to be close too. It was a matter of could we get enough pucks in? Could we get to 3, 4, or 5? And you don't know. Let's play the game and see what happens. But we played well. I mean, from start to finish, we didn't give up much. We didn't give up a lot of quality chances, and you know, the handful that we were going to get enough to get, you know, to the end with more than they did. So I like the effort, and I like the energy we had, and you know, now we get to play for a trophy, so the players should be fired up about that opportunity.
You can't really prepare your rookies for this, but you 2 goals from freshmen, obviously Caitlin, underclassmen, the younger players really sort of stepped up and took it on them tonight.
They did. So I mean, it's a good game to put under their belt as far as learning. I thought last weekend our younger players played well in you know, their first playoff opportunity. And so it was good to play last weekend, good to have success, good to build some momentum, and I liked the way we played tonight. And so the big thing is to, you know, come out tomorrow and start the same way and try to capitalize on some opportunities. If you can do that early, again, it creates the energy for your team. But you know, I like the way we're playing.
Thanks, Mark. Good one.
All right, Rolf, thank you.
Thank you, sir.